In today's video, you're going to see how I got a date in 30 seconds. And this is a really cool clip because I don't do anything special. I don't do anything that anyone watching this couldn't do themselves if they just put themselves out there. I don't use any fancy lines, any fancy techniques. I don't try to hypnotize her with some NLP lines, none of that. All I do is make my intentions clear, have a short conversation, and get her number. Now, this is not my best approach. This is not the best approach in general, but it was good enough. And that is a very important principle in pickup is that, yes, there's all these million different ways in which you could be better, in which you could improve, but you don't have to be perfect. You are going to have success if you put yourself out there, and it's okay to have approaches that aren't that great. In this particular case, I was withdrawing from an anxiety medication that I had been taking for about 4 years, and I had quit for 6 or 7 days. So I was in the most severe stage of withdrawals, which caused me to be borderline at a panic attack just constantly, right? It made my anxiety really bad. But I decided to film infield of myself during that time because it shows that even when you're at your worst, even when you're in a terrible emotional state, that's not an excuse. You can still persevere, you can still take action, and you can still have success. And over time, your mood will get better. As you do more approaches, even if you're in a state of massive anxiety, your anxiety will go away. And the only way to make that happen is by taking action despite your emotions. Now, the last thing I want to mention very quickly, the audio quality is not good. That's why I've added captions. If you listen carefully, you can hear that the captions are accurate. But that's just one of those things. There's always technical issues with infield. The audio quality isn't good, but the point of this video isn't really about the audio. It's about that I got a girl's number, got a date in just 30 seconds without doing anything fancy and while in a horrible, horrible mood.
You're not the one getting married, are you? Can I chose correct? What's your name? Very soft handshake. Well, I don't want to get you in the way of your friends, but do you have Instagram?
So as you can see, I really did nothing fancy at all. I did not use I didn't even tease her. I mean, I said you have a very soft handshake. That's, that's about it. Didn't really tease her, didn't, get her to qualify, didn't get her to invest. And yes, those are good things to do. However, this was still a successful interaction, even though I'm in a bad state, even though I didn't say anything that interesting, and even though it was a very short interaction. Now, I want to make it clear that it would be better if the interaction was longer. It would be better if I took the lead more, and it would be better if I was in a better mood. All those things increase your success rate significantly. Like I've noticed it when you're in an amazing mood and you just have the $1 million mouthpiece and you just have that magnetic aura around you. Yes, you have a very high success rate where pretty much every girl you approach is receptive. Even with girls with boyfriends will be receptive. It's crazy. And then when you're in a horrible mood, a lot of girls just kind of dismissing you and not really wanting to pay attention to you. That's true. But even when you're in the worst possible mood, like I am in this clip, you can still have a successful approach. You can still get a date. You can still get a number. You can still potentially even pull. And by doing those things, by pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, your next approach will be easier. You'll be in a better mood and it will get smoother over time because of the power of momentum. So that's the message of this video. That's the lesson from this video. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be a modern Casanova or something to have success. Just start throwing yourself out there, approach girls, ask for numbers, go for dates, and take action, and you will see success. And you might be thinking, well, but you're better looking than me. You're practically an Adonis. You're like a 12 out of 10 super male model, even though you're a little bit overweight. Okay, sure, you can think that. I've shown clients of myself also having success. I have a testimonial coming out tomorrow of a 37-year-old virgin who in 2 months not only lost his virginity, but slept with 4 women. So if that isn't proof, and this guy is not a super good-looking guy by society standards, I show that. I've also shown many other of my clients having success who look, some are short, some are bald, some are whatever, right? They have whatever disadvantage you think that I don't have. And beyond that, you're calibrating before the fact. You're saying that before you've really tried as an excuse not to try. And that guarantees you will not succeed. But if you try, you put yourself out there, you do a bunch of approaches, you will find that the limiting beliefs you had, that you're not good looking enough, that it's never going to work for you, blah, 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 that was all just mental garbage that was dragging you down like an anchor and preventing you from having success. Now, if you want to get your dating life handled as quickly as possible, the best way to do that is to work with me personally, either in real life or online. In just the last month, I've had 2 different clients who were virgins in their 30s lose their virginity thanks to my coaching. It's very common that people who work with me who are getting laid maybe once or twice a year change that to 3 or 4 times per month, or for guys who had no options whatsoever to finally meet a high quality girlfriend. And if you want to learn how I can help you do that and what the different options are, make sure to click the link below to schedule a free call.